Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central.
Podcasting and streaming around the globe, it's the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show today, coming to you from the Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise In at the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy, Texas. We got another guest from today's event, and a little later in this segment,
sneaking up on us.
Jeff has a special report on the top states where the most fatal crashes occur.
Yep.
Apparently, states to
all
avoid.
All 50 of them. All 50 of them.
It's just ahead on the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world, Mars. We always need more Jeff Zekin.
Don't forget it.
Chief Engineer David Ainsley is with us this morning. Let me rephrase that. That's David Ainsley. I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us today. The cocktails are flowing.
Woohoo.
The tacos are being made.
Woohoo.
And Mr. Mars, it's all yours.
Yep. Joining us now is Adela Graves, and she has this really bright yellow 68 Dodge Coronet 440 over there.
I saw that pull in.
Yeah, it did. And it's really a neat looking vehicle. So tell us, so you mentioned, though, your first car was a
68 Dodge Coronet 440 with a 440 Magnum in it.
Right. And that's why you fell in love with this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mother hates herself for that, too.
Oh.
Well, tell us some more about this one.
Why do you think your mother hates you more for that?
Because she paid a lot of lawyers a lot of money for tickets.
So you used the
Well,
whole
whose
road.
fault is that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's your mother's fault, apparently.
Evidently so.
Yep, you're right.
You don't have any of her traits or habits or anything, do you?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, how long ago was that? A few years ago.
That's been a long time ago.
Yeah. That's not the case today. Apparently, you take very good care of this car.
Well,
I do.
we have a law firm for In-Wheel Time. They're Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe. We'll give you their number, and you'll get a...
Thank you.
Yeah. And when you get done with that, if you're looking for some surgery, we've got Dr. Howard, Dr. Fine, Dr. Howard.
Yep.
And then the other doctor that we have on staff is Dr. Vinny Boombots.
That's it. That's him.
He fills
That's
in on the weekends.
Nice.
Sorry.
Okay, enough about that.
Get him.
So, do you live out in this area?
I live in the Spring Branch area.
Okay, just down there. How'd your house survive all the storms?
We had power out for like 4 days.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you got it back now?
It is on.
Well, I flew over that area, and I'll tell you what, it's toe up over there, as we say, toe up. So this storm that came through, a derecho, I think that's the way you pronounce it, something
It's
like that.
Wind over so many miles.
I've
much
never
speed.
heard of such a thing before, but it gathered up steam out there in the Spring Cypress area, and it came down, basically, generally speaking, down Highway 290, and it tore up everything, including those great big, humongous power towers, as we like to call them, where the main line electricity comes into town from power plants outside.
The transmission lines.
And it crumpled them down on the ground. They're that bad.
That's a problem.
Yeah, that is a problem. Matter of fact, they closed 290, I think, this morning for a half an hour out there between 34th and Mangum to be able to string new lines across the freeway way above, but string them across the freeway. It has been an absolute nightmare for people, and there are still today people living without power. Yeah, it
not
was
many,
really,
but
really
there's
bad.
still, and you feel bad for them because it was almost 1 million or at 1 million people when it first initially happened.
Yeah.
Thankfully, where we're at, we didn't have power losses.
No, we didn't. No.
My son lost power. He came to live with us for the few days, and then just before the power came on at his house, our air conditioner went out. So
perfect timing.
Things happen. Things happen.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
all is good right now. And,
So
and
do
we're moving.
you keep the car down in Spring Branch?
I actually store it at the West Houston Airport.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I have a friend that has a hangar there.
So do you know Stan is out there?
I've met him.
Yeah, okay. Well, Stan's out there when they're in town, so and he has a hangar full of cars out there, so you're in good
I've
company
seen that.
out there. Yeah, exactly. And every once in a while, we get to land out there and get gas, despite Woody and his attitude. But
I know
that's-
Woody.
Yeah, do you?
Yes.
So am I right?
Well, he's always been very nice to me. I used to take care of his mom's dog.
Okay.
And
Well, so you got the
Hey.
inside track. I never did. I knew Stan, and so that killed that right there. Any kind of relationship with Woody. Anyway, another story for another day. So, is this this is not your first Tailpipes and Tacos? You've been at this event before, haven't
yes,
you?
sir, I have
Yeah.
several times.
Yeah. So you're a regular.
Well, not most people wouldn't call me regular.
Well, okay.
See,
Irregular.
we're irregular.
Yeah,
Okay, well, then I fit in.
Yeah, exactly. And you have another car show that you have? Because you mentioned to me something in the fall coming up.
Yeah, October the 19th at the Old Spring Branch High School on Westview. I believe it's 9016.
And so, any particular reason for club or what?
It supports the foundation of the school. We keep alive the memory of the bear, and we got a lot of the memorabilia, football jerseys, all the brigade uniforms, and just the history of the area.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the school closed down, right?
Well, it's a cornerstone now.
Okay.
So just part of it, but they let us have the museum and the other part.
Yeah,
Oh.
we actually got a little museum set up. So that would
I
be
will
cool.
tell you that, and I'm not going to tell you what year, but you may or may not recognize this, but I remember going from Westbury, where I lived in Southwest Houston, and my best friend, he went to live with his mother in Spring Branch, and there was no beltway, there was no loop. It was a North Post Oak, or Post Oak, that turned into North Post Oak, to get to Spring Branch. That's how you got to that part of town. It was a day's drive. Well, not the whole day, but you understand what I'm saying. It took a while to get up there. And understand that, Spring Branch was really kind of out in the country when Spring Branch started.
Really?
Yeah. It was out in the country. Well, obviously the city swallowed that up decades ago.
Yeah.
But it's interesting to see the progression of the way that Houston has grown. And Spring Branch back in the 50s, I think, is when it really got going on the edge of town. It was, a lot of history there, obviously, with the high school.
Yep.
Yeah. Did you go? You went there?
Actually, I did.
You're a Spring Branch girl.
I'm a Spring Branch girl.
Oh, my God. One of the few left, I would imagine.
Oh, there's quite a few of us left over there.
Still, today. That's good. Yeah. Are you the only one that's a car nut?
No, there's several others.
There are.
Are they here
Interesting.
with
No,
us?
they're not with us today. But some of the guys I went to school with, they got their original cars, and so they'll be at the show this year,
Very nice. And when is that show?
October the 19th.
October the 19th. And is there a name for the show? You got a Facebook place to go?
It's
or-
Back to the Past is what it's called.
Oh, very cool.
And there is a website. If you go to the springbranchbears.com, you can pull up and you can also view the museum.
Interesting.
Is this your group here?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's my husband here is my ace mechanic and his son,
Very nice.
AJ.
So you brought your own fan club.
Yeah. and
Yeah, I
well,
guess.
technicians, in case there might be something
A little
happen.
issue,
There
uh-huh.
you
Old
Yeah.
things don't start all the time.
Well, I just
so-
got to say,
go. I know.
so
Have you met Don?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, for pointing that out. That's very true. Yeah. Well, you don't have any room to talk.
No,
Morris.
I got a surprise birthday
I got
party
a little
tomorrow.
bit of room.
Yeah, very little, but he's got some room. So, anything that stands out here as far as you're concerned with the cars?
Oh, all the cars are beautiful. The Beast here is pretty cool looking.
The Beast.
The Beast, the blue.
Yep. That's his car.
It is, actually.
So apparently there's some sort of insider thing going
Yeah,
on
she's
there.
not picking out the one she knows.
Yeah.
No, my husband
Yeah.
has a 56 red Chevy parked next to me.
Okay.
Ah,
Very nice.
yeah.
And you know what? Don't laugh at me, because we used to laugh at the car back in the day. The one that stood out to me, the Isetta,
Yep.
with the Longhorns on the front of it.
Pocket
Yeah.
car. Yeah.
Well, it's a farm car. It's
A
for
farm
use.
car.
Yeah, it's farm
Farm.
use.
It's a ranch car.
A ranch car.
Hauling hay in it, and
Yeah, there's none of
maybe
that.
some
Herding cattle.
Yeah.
The only car that I know of that you get in past the windshield by the entire one front door on it. It's pretty bizarre.
Close the door to steer it.
Have you been over there to talk to the folks at God's Garage? You need them at your car show.
Yeah, actually, I do. I just bought a hat from them, actually.
There you go.
Very nice. I'm glad to hear that. I'm just looking around here to see.
I mean, the
oh my
cars
gosh,
they go into the next parking lot.
Did they? That's good.
Yeah, way over there.
And I see that your truck is taking up a spot over there. The in-wheel time truck.
Yeah, well,
Time machine.
got to put it someplace.
Who parked it there?
Yeah,
Who did?
I did. But there wasn't anybody over there at the time.
Yeah, well, they filled that side up and they've rolled over into the next parking
There
lot.
How long have
go.
you had this car of yours?
I got it in 2011.
2011.
Wow.
And
Still
Did you
kinda
go out
new.
and search for it?
Yes.
Because you wanted that car.
I wanted that card.
Yeah.
It's
Did you find it locally?
It was in Longview.
Longview,
That's not
Texas.
too
That's not
bad. That's
bad.
pretty
It wasn't
local.
bad.
Yeah.
Did you get the history with it or anything?
Yeah, it has matching numbers. So it's mostly all original. I have had the interior redone, but it's a stock.
Thank God.
It's stock.
It's a
Yeah.
stock
It's
car.
got AC,
Automatic?
automatic.
Automatic. And it's a 440.
No.
It's a 383.
383.
It's a 440
So
body.
I'd do the automatic.
Gotcha.
The automatic. I'd drive it. Yeah.
Would you?
Yeah. Automatic. Yeah.
Well, those torque flights, they
I'd
were
tear
pretty
it up
good.
if it
I mean,
was
it
a
didn't take
stick.
much to beef them up, and they'd be really good.
Do you drive it often or just to shows and stuff?
And not as much as I should, but now that summer's come, I'll probably drive it a lot more.
Yeah.
With the air conditioner going.
Stretch its
True.
legs a little
That's
bit,
true.
so to speak.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Put the windows down, let the blonde hair fly.
Oh yeah.
There
I used
you
to
go.
do that. I used to do that.
Yeah, Don used to do that.
I brought Jeff in that convertible Ford Mustang over there, and he let his hair fly this
Yeah, I
morning.
did. Yeah.
Both of them.
Both hairs. Yep.
It was.
it.
Yeah.
But at any rate, there's a gasser.
There's a gasser.
I mean, it looks
Oh,
like
it
a
is.
real gasser.
It is.
It's a 4-door. But
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we'll have to get that guy on because even if it's not a real gasser, it sure does look like one.
Yeah.
Well,
Absolutely.
I don't know why it wouldn't be. It looks like it's got a straight front
I think
axle.
it says gasser on
fender
it.
Yeah,
header.
well-
It's even labeled with a gasser.
Yeah.
But I've got that label on my car.
Yeah. Well.
for a different reason.
It's okay.
I'm looking to see where he's going.
In this parking lot.
No.
Well,
The next parking lot's open too.
He passed you, so he was passing gasser.
It was a passing gasser.
There you go.
We're old. The
I
jokes are
do
old.
bring
Yeah.
these
That's
guys
okay.
with me, and I'm not exactly sure why, but whatever. Well, it's a pleasure to
stunned.
talk to you, and we thank you for joining us
Well, thank
today.
you very much.
Yes.
I appreciate it.
And we'll hope to see you in October.
I hope so.
You
And
bet.
if not, we'll see you in between time here.
And
Okay.
we'll go check it out when we're done.
Okay, please do.
You bet.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Time now for, actually, what I'd like to do is take a break,
Got it.
and then
plugged up.
I want to get inside Jeff's mind.
Oh, we're going to do the feature?
The top 6 states where most of the fatal crashes occur
Yeah.
in the United States.
Yeah.
So we got that coming up. Hey, the In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show is available 24/7 through the iHeartRadio app. Just look for In-Wheel Time Car Talk. And a new daily podcast is available from your favorite podcast provider. We also video stream our weekly 3-hour show on Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com. The In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show continues right after this quick break.
Pro-Am Auto Accessories has been serving Houston's auto enthusiasts since 1984, providing world-class products for sports cars, European sedans, and American muscle. Pro-Am is known as the place to go to find exclusive and hard-to-find parts and accessories. Pro-Am is one of the very first distributors in the USA for brands such as Recaro, Redline, Momo, Corbo, and Simpson. Located in the heart of Houston's premier retail and service corridor, the Galleria area, Pro-Am's walk-in storefront includes an 8,000-square-foot warehouse, showroom, and installation bays. Pro-Am not only sells parts and accessories, but also offers installation and service. Pro-Am is now reaching a worldwide audience through Pro-Am.com, taking its local reputation to the rest of the world. At Pro-Am Auto, you'll be dealing with a small group of professionals who truly want to help you with your automotive needs. If you don't see what you're looking for on the website, call and Pro-Am will lend you a hand. Pro-Am Auto, 6125 Richmond at Green Ridge in Houston's Galleria area. Call them at 713-781-7755. Want to feel good about something special you did for someone special? In-Wheel Time and the original Lupi Tortilla group of Tex-Mex restaurants have joined together to help a very worthy cause, God's Garage, a Christian-based 501c3 charity. We know there are lots of places and organizations out there where you can donate a car, truck, or SUV, but we're asking you, our car enthusiast family, to consider donating to God's Garage. Visit godsgarage.org and learn about its mission, the women that have been helped, how each one is screened, and about their Restore You program. A car donation is an easy way to make a difference in the lives of others. God's Garage needs good operating vehicles, but will take all types in working and non-working condition. Make your heart and soul feel good by donating your gently used vehicle and help support single mothers, widows, and wives of deployed military at godsgarage.org.
Welcome back to the Unwheeled Time Car Talk Show, coming to you today live from the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex parking lot at in Katy, Texas. This is the Katy location, one of 4 that Stan owns, and it's quite an event here. You know, we've been out of touch with our Tailpipes and Tacos friends. Well, we're not any longer because it's back.
We're back.
Yes. Both parking lots.
Just don't feed us after midnight.
Do what?
Don't feed us after midnight. It's one of those.
It's an old joke.
Yeah, it's a movie.
Let's move on.
The
If you got to
gremlin thing.
explain it, it's not funny.
I see the smile on your face, but
Because I caught it.
And I've seen that smile on your face before for different reasons.
There you go.
Welcome back to the In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Hey, if you ever want to get in touch with us, here's how to do it. Shoot us an email at inwheeltime.com, or you can show up at one of the events that we're going to,
You
and
bet.
you'll always know where we're going to be. No guns allowed, please.
Show up at the studio next week.
Keep
We'll let you
leave
in.
them in the car.
Inside Jeff's mind, top 6 states where most of the fatal crashes occur. I'm interested.
Oh, let me get this going here, Michael. There you go, right there. You're on.
No, you're on.
You're on. Okay, so you got lead feet? Beware, because this comes to us from personal injury attorneys set out to determine the states with the most and least high-speed fatal crashes, as well as the difference in the fatality rates between traveling between 80 miles an hour and 100 miles an hour. So listen up. They do this by analyzing the data from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, or the NHTSA. Number 6, and I picked the 6 because Texas made number 6. During the years that were studied, 2,192 fatal crashes happened in Texas with speeds as the cause. 14% of them were at 80 miles an hour or higher. 5% happened at 100 miles an hour or higher. So slow down. It's a holiday weekend. I'm going to keep saying that. Number 5 in this. You go to think, what's number 5? Wyoming, wide open spaces. Wyoming had 1% of the vehicles in fatal crashes that were traveling at 100 miles per hour, was among the lowest in the U.S. However, over 14% of the 659 speed-related fatalities occurred at 80 miles per hour. It's an unwanted ranking of being 5th on the list. Number 4, East Coaster, Connecticut. Connecticut may have only 333 fatal vehicle crashes due to speed, but 16% of those and higher were traveling at 80 miles an hour or more. 6% traveled at 100 miles an hour or faster, landing it 4th worst state in the nation for high-speed fatal crashes. Number 3, Illinois. 1,300 speed-related fatal crashes occurred in Illinois. 1,300 fatal crashes of that were 16% were traveling at 80 miles per hour.
We're on a mission from God.
That's it. 6% were traveling at over 100 miles per hour.
All in donkey.
Here's one that you wouldn't think would be on the list. Alaska. Alaska's percentage of vehicles in fatal crashes
Well,
were
nobody
traveling
lives
at
there,
80
and those
miles
that
per
get
hour.
on the freeway,
They could be.
they're doing.
I don't think
think
there's a
they have
freeway.
freeway.
I don't think there's a free. They got snowmobile tracks. 8%. It's less than Montana. Montana was in there, but nevertheless, the last frontier statistic is far from the national average. 7.5%. Vehicles traveling at 100 miles per hour or more was 6%. The number 1 state, Montana, has the highest number of high-speed
Nobody lives there.
fatal crashes. This is the study. Even though it's a low amount, it's the speed they go at. So they're flying down the roads. Of the 214 speed-related crashes recorded, 30.3% of them occurred at 80 miles per hour and almost 12% at 100 miles per hour. You want to know what the safest state is? Washington.
Yeah, the state of lying
The
down
state
and not
of
going anywhere.
Washington.
So
The Evergreen State experienced 2 fatal crashes at 80
So if you're
miles
going
an
to
hour.
go hauling donkey, go to the
Hauling
Evergreen
donkey.
There you go. Well, I
Does
see
that
there's a
make
monkey
any
out
sense
here.
to anybody? Hauling
Oh,
donkey.
yeah, it does to me. I'm with you, Mike.
State. Hang in there. Hang in there.
You need to find the lady with the monkey. There's a monkey out here.
There's 2 monkeys out there.
Well,
They're
Yeah,
twins.
No, we don't. We don't need to find them. We don't need it. We don't need to.
all right,
This
that's
has
what it
nothing
is.
to do with the car show.
Well, maybe the monkey drove here.
Well, there's no
The
doubt,
autopilot.
there's no doubt that the monkey.
We have
Good morning,
somebody
sir. How
invading
are
your
you?
space.
Good to see you. You'll need to talk to that man. He's the one
Yeah.
that books our guests.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, man. How are you? Did you drive the Isetta here? Who? Oh. Peter. Oh my God.
Peter's here.
Peter's here.
Where's Peter?
And he drove the Isetta.
Yeah, he's probably still in it. He's a tall guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Probably
He can't
stuck
get
in,
out.
He can't get out.
No, there's no doubt about it.
Oh no.
All right. So here's what we're going to do, Mr. Mars. I need you to participate in this.
We need a scorecard.
We're going to do the sold cars roundup. It's Anapanacana.
Anapanacana.
That's all right.
I'll just do it right
Here
here.
is the
You do it.
sold cars roundup.
Okay.
for the
Michael?
week. David, you can participate in this as well. So, what do you think of 1995 Toyota 4Runner? Clean, looks. We always call you
No, we were calling you because of your car.
the car. No,
The
that's
Isetta.
not yours, is it? You
The
the
Isetta?
Isetta? You bought the car. See, I thought it was out of Stan's collection. No, it's yours.
And we thought you were still in it because you're kind of a tall guy and you couldn't get out.
Okay. Well, we want to talk to you about the Isetta. Matter of fact, I'll tell you what. We're going to pause this, have him sit down there and talk about the Isetta.
Tell us about the Isetta.
And what son are you?
I am number 3.
Number
3.
All right.
That'd be Peter.
Peter.
Yep. So this is Peter Holt, and he and I've known each other for quite some time.
I'm sorry.
But no, it's all good.
I was talking to him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Appreciate
but when the Isetta rolled in, of all the really nice cars that are here, the really cool cars, the hot rods, blah 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 blah. The one that caught my eye, and clearly it caught yours as well at some point in your life, was the Isetta.
it. Yeah, I always wanted a high-performance European sports car.
There you go.
So
Low
What is it-
maintenance.
What's it got? About 35 horsepower?
I don't even know if they use horses as a measurement.
No, the horns on the
Is it
front might be
ponies?
cows
It's
or
ponies.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, it does definitely
Miniature
have horns
horses.
on it. Well, it's a Texas car, so it's got to have
That's
the
true.
horns.
All right, so I need to know all about the car, how long you've had it. I mean, it looks like it just rolled off the showroom floor.
I did just have it completely redone. It was in pretty good shape when I got it.
Who
But,
done it? Who done it for you?
Isettas are us in Georgia.
Isettas are us.
Yes.
There is such a thing, and you found it.
I did. Well, that's where everybody goes to source the parts for them. But
And they just do the work.
They've gone full time, and they were just doing it on the side. Now they've gone full time and are actually working on the cars.
Oh my God! And they
And
admit
so,
it.
and I had I think there was a 4 or 5 month waiting list to get in, and then they had it for about 90 days, and I told them,
Go for it.
yeah, whatever it takes. And so
And so, did you have it shipped over there?
I did have it shipped over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I can't imagine trying to keep up with traffic on I-10.
yeah, I've had quite a few requests for top speed, and I said I've had it up to 70.
But you drove it here today.
Well, I said I had it up to 70, but that was on the trailer.
Yeah, I was just gonna
So
say.
that sunroof really started to flap. I thought I should probably just ease off a little bit.
Put a wing on it.
If you don't know what an Isetta is, I encourage you to go online, Google Isetta, and you're going to go, what?
Yeah, or just look up one-door cars.
One door cars, that's it. So for those that don't know, that are listening maybe perhaps to this show and a podcast or have not really, are really attuned to things like Isettas. Doug, how are you, sir? It's good to see you. That this particular car has one door, and you enter from the front of the car, and you kind of fall back into it. Will it fit 3 people? I think originally the plan was for it to fit 3, but I don't know how you would do that. 2 is about it.
Yeah. I would say 3 would be very, very tight. It would have to be very small.
Now, does it have an automatic transmission?
It's manual.
It's a manual. 2-speed?
No, it's a 4-speed, and it's left hand.
Okay.
Oh.
And it's completely reversed.
That is. Oh, God.
One is down.
I'd be grinding. Yeah,
One is-
I'd be
oh,
grinding.
wow. And on the
gears
left.
and right.
2 and then
Yeah.
So, all right.
upside down and backwards.
And the other question that I was going to ask you is, do you know the specs on the engine? Is it a 1-cylinder?
It is a 1-cylinder.
It's a 1-cylinder motor, and we don't know really the true horsepower of this car. But I would say it's probably not much more than 50.
I would be surprised if it's 50,
Yeah.
if it's that high.
All I can think of that comes to mind is Cushman. Are you familiar with a Cushman motorcycle? Yeah. Well,
Golf
it's
carts.
Heard of it.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, golf
Cushman,
carts.
Yeah. A Cushman. What? I can't read that, David. What does it say? Does it say how many horsepower it's got?
12 horsepower.
12. 12.
Top
12
speed
horsepower.
of 53.
In a row? It's got 12 in a row?
Yeah.
Well, they're from the glue
And
factory.
it says here top speed is 53. So you've been
Okay.
pushing the red line on that.
Well,
one.
he said he was
I
on the
have
trailer.
well, it was,
on the
yeah,
trailer.
70 was
It
on
was-
the trailer.
yeah,
Oh,
he
I
was on
see.
the
That's right.
Being towed. But I've had it up to 50, so I've been pretty close.
I'm
Yeah.
50. I can kick. I can stretch. Never mind. That's a Saturday Night Live thing. You wouldn't know anything about that.
Hold on, I got to put the camera back on you. Do that again.
Yeah,
I can
please.
kick. I can stretch. I'm 50. 50 years old. I need me another one of those bloody
No, you
Marys. Peter, it's good to talk to you. It's good to see you. I haven't seen
appreciate
you in a
that.
long time.
Well, yeah, you got to have more car shows, I guess.
Well, and you need to come to these more often.
Oh,
What's it like back here? And evidently it's full, and you got some overflow.
this is the most I've ever seen. So
I know.
yes, was a
Fantastic.
good turnout.
Yeah. I think
Fantastic.
that
The
Nick
last one was
Farland-
a rain
Let me tell
out.
you
I would have been
something.
to this
Right.
one, but
Yeah.
Stan spent $5 trillion on advertising through us, and that's why everybody's here.
Yeah,
sounds, sounds like a government
And that-
operation.
yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. Peter, it's great to
Defense
see you, my
Department.
friend.
Good to see you all.
Yeah, take care.
Thank you.
Hey, today's In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show is sponsored by the group of original Loopy Tortilla restaurants in Houston, Beaumont, and College Station, Gulf Coast Auto Shield, and Pro-Am Auto Accessories. The In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show continues from the Tailpipes and Tacos event here in Katy at the Loopy Tortilla. Right after this, quick break.
Everyone at the Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise In at the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy, thank you for participating in the best cruise in around and look forward to seeing you again. You'll hear about the next cruise in date right here on In Wheel Time. Next time you're in the West Houston Energy Corridor area, be sure and stop in at the original Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex at I-10 and Highway 6 or the Katy location on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard. When passing through Beaumont or College Station, stop in and have Loopy's award-winning beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. There's always a celebration at Loopy Tortilla. Loopy Tortilla founder Stan Holt and his wife Sheila are winning racers on the NHRA drag racing circuit and have a collection of hot rods and classics that everyone appreciates. Look for them at the next Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise In. The date will be announced soon and will once again be held at the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex on 99 and Kingsland Boulevard, just south of I-10 and Katy. We'll give you all the details right here on the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show and online. Donations benefit God's Garage. We'll see you then. You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com. That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.